Hello, everyone. Kathy Bacon here with What's Your Story Radio. I am so happy to see everyone. Just to let you know I'm a traveler. So now I'm in Vancouver, Washington. As you can see, I'm in an office. I'm in my brother's office while he's in Mexico. And of course, I'm dog sitting again. I love animals, and I've been dog sitting for the past week, and then I'm dog sitting again this week. And it's really a nice it's a nice change for us since we've been living overseas, and we've had this great traveling life, and now we get to come home and help our family members with things that they might need, like cooking and cleaning and taking care of dogs. So yeah, I didn't think I would be doing that, but that's exactly what we're doing, and we're enjoying it so very much. Because as you all know, in the world we live in today, people are busy. There's a lot going on. Kids are on the go. There's a lot of technology happening. So it's really great to be a part of a family where you can help them with all of the things that are happening. I would like to direct you to my website, which is www.kathybacon.com. I post all of my guests on that website. I talk about the guests that are coming up, and I post about the guests that have passed, and you can watch the interviews there. It's very comprehensive about what I do, why I do What's Your Story Radio. It is a passion of mine. I love doing this. I love being able to hear other people's stories and to connect you with them, because 9 times out of 10, we've shared other people's stories, and maybe they're saying something, or maybe they're doing something in their life as a business or whatever, and you want to connect with them. And maybe you wouldn't have had the opportunity before, but now I want you to have that opportunity. So that's why I'm here. And again, welcome to What's Your Story. I'm Kathy Bacon, your host. I want to tell you a little bit about my guests today. My guests today are Erin Taylor and Sue DeCaro. And Erin Taylor is a certified parent coach and educator. She's a public speaker, author, and co-host of the Maximizing Life in the Middle podcast with her husband. As well, she is a mother of 4. She holds a master's in counseling psychology and has written Connection and Kindness. Oh, I love that title. The Key to Changing the World Through Parenting. Wow, what a great title. And I can't wait to hear what she has to say. Sue is a certified parent coach as well, an educator, focused on conscious living and loving, and a mother of 2. Focused on conscious living and loving. All right. Boy, I think we can learn something there. With a BA in psychology, Sue has run and operated a multi-million-dollar company and has business knowledge skills, including back office operations, service, and sales. Together, they co-founded Building Connected Communities, a company dedicated to supporting therapists, coaches, and other professionals trying to make a difference in the world with doing the work that they love. They are also both directors of Nobel Prize nominee Bryant McGill's Thought Leaders School, which I need to know more about. And they also have presented at events featuring Neil Donald Walsh, who is a very favorite of mine. I post about him all the time on my Facebook page. Marianne Williamson, love her, of course. Anita Morjani, and Don Miguel Ruiz, and John O'Sullivan, as well as radio shows and podcasts. So they are they're doing podcasting as well. So you will be able to see them and connect with them and see what they're doing as well. So thank you both for coming on today. I am so excited to introduce you to What's Your Story. So hello, guys. So great to see you both.
Hello.
Hey, Kathy. Thank you so
Oh,
much for having us and for the warm introduction, Kathy.
oh, of course. And you know what? when I saw Don Miguel Ruiz, I don't know if you've seen my Facebook page, but I post the 4 agreements every single day. I read them because I want them to be incorporated into my soul. Because if we can have those 4 agreements in our life, we can, man, I think we can move mountains. So enough about that. So tell me how you guys met.
Well, we absolutely love sharing our story. Erin and I met, I guess it was about 4 years ago. I do lose track of time since just going at 100 miles an hour. But we met about 4 years ago when we both began at the PCI, the Parent Coaching International, which is a graduate level program for parent coaching to be certified as a parent coach, a year-long program. And Erin and I were connected at the very beginning of the program, my first or second week of the class, as study buddies. We both lived on the East Coast, and actually realized shortly after we began working together that we were about an hour and 20 minutes apart if I'm driving, maybe a few minutes extra for Erin. So we began our studies together and had to work together pretty much weekly. It became daily, and developed an incredible friendship. And as we went through the year together, learning and growing, we came close to the end and decided that we really wanted to do our work together in the world, create workshops, write workshops together, and deliver them together, since we were really so close in proximity. And all the other members in our class and cohort were on the other side of the world, most of them. I don't think there was anybody in the US. If there was, it was California. And so really, it was us leading the East Coast arena in getting this work out there and spreading our message. So we graduated within the year, or at the end of the year, and began writing workshops and spreading our messages, throughout the world.
And I always say there's no accidents in life. What is no. How often does that happen where you meet someone in a class and then you end up really getting along and being able to work together? What did you think of that, Erin?
I also do not believe in coincidences. So I understand that, as Sue does too, we both understand that this was just simply divine intervention. Yes. And the universe bringing us together because we had big work that needed to be done. We needed to do our part to make a difference in the world. And I believe that we do a better job brainstorming and working together than either one of us could have possibly done by ourselves.
That's it's really amazing. And from that, you've created Building Connected Communities. So please, please, please tell us about that, because this is really an amazing group. And it's amazing in the fact that you have the foresight to see sort of what's happening with parents and children. And you have kind of gone right in there and said, wow, look at what's happening and what can we do to help? And that's really amazing, because I was talking to Sue earlier about my grandson, and I said, wow, I'm so glad that I did not have kids in this day and age. It would have been so hard for me because I was a single mom and there was so much going on then, but now it's gone to a whole new level. So tell us about Building Connected Communities.
Well, that's a fun story to share. As Sue and I continued our work together, launched our individual parent coaching businesses, and then created and brought all these workshops to schools and community organizations around our area, we naturally connected with other people, other types of colleagues who were doing similar work in the world. And as we started meeting and connecting with these people, we started hearing some themes emerging. People would tell us when they found out that we work together, most of them work alone. They do presentations alone. they have their own businesses, and they would say, "Oh my gosh, I'm so envious of what you and Sue have or what you and Erin have. I wish I had a partner, a colleague, a group. I feel like I'm so isolated and alone doing this work." And we know that isolation is not beneficial.
Yeah.
Then we would hear, when they would find out that we've created and developed all of these workshops to bring to parents, they would say, "Oh my gosh, I'm so envious of what you guys have created. I have all these ideas, but I don't know how to put it into a presentation, or I don't know how to use the technology, or oh, I wish I had what you have." And then we would hear people saying, "Oh, I hate sales and marketing. I'm just not a salesperson. I don't want to sell myself. I just want to do the work." But we all know that if you don't do the selling, you're not going to do too much work, right?
Right.
So those were the ongoing themes that we kept hearing, conversation after conversation. And occasionally we would connect with someone who would say, "I love this work. This is my soul's calling, but I'm not sure how to make a living doing it, and I don't know how much longer I can do it. I think I have to go get a different job doing something else."
Oh.
And that is what used to keep us up at night, thinking that people were leaving this field, when really Sue and I understand that we need people flocking to this field in droves, because this world is so out of control, and parenting is so hard, and we all need to help each other.
Takes a village.
It does. It does. So as we started seeing these themes emerging with these conversations, we both, I would say it happened on the same day. Talk about synchronicity. We both felt the calling that we were being asked to step up and do something about it, because each time we would have a conversation with someone, we would call each other and say, "Oh, I just connected with so-and-so, and they said this, that, and the other." Aren't we so lucky that we have each other? Aren't we so blessed and fortunate that we have each other to do this work?
Right.
But then suddenly we both realized, well, you've been given this gift. Now it's time for you to do something about it and help other people. Right. So we called each other and we said, "It's been on my mind." "Yeah, that's been on my mind too." And so we realized that we were being called to provide that kind of a community feeling that she and I had created with each other. We were being asked to do that for a larger population. And so that's where the idea for building connected communities came from. And it kind of just blossoms from there. So, a lot of times people will find out about BCC and they'll say, "Oh my gosh, you're taking on such a big task," or I can't believe all that you're doing. And Sue and I really feel like it wasn't really our idea as much as this idea came to us, was handed to us, and then we were asked, "Okay, what are you going to do about it?" And so we just kind of took the idea and ran with it, and we're trying to honor that. We've been honored with the task of doing it, so we're trying to bring as much good out of it as we possibly can.
And so how does it work, Sue, the Building Connected Communities? You formed a group, right? So tell us kind of how it works.
That's a great question, Kathy. So we are a membership organization, and so people all over the world who are in this type of field, whether they're educators, and I don't mean just teachers, I mean educators wanting to bring a consciousness message to parents, or conscious living to adults, to a community, or conscious teaching to a school, or whatever the subject matter would be. They're very mindful oriented and consciousness oriented, so along the same lines as we, in terms of our beliefs and our ways to look at children. So there's educators, there's therapists, there's professionals in lots of different realms that support parents and families, as well as supporting our children indirectly by speaking with teachers and social service organizations in the communities that they live in. And so we support them in the messages that they're bringing. to their world, to their communities, wherever it might be. I mean, some people work internationally, so we're supporting them internationally. We are in 6 out of 7 continents as far as our membership goes. And so Antarctica is one we just have not infiltrated, but I don't think we put a lot of effort in it either. So who knows? And so aside from, there being this worldwide membership, there's many other things that we offer to support our members, because Erin and I believe that we are the professionals behind the scenes, or we are the leaders behind the scenes, but we're in a community together helping each other. But as the leaders, we want to provide a platform that supports people each and every day that go out into the world and do this amazing work. And so, for example, we develop things that are supportive to a community member. So I'll tell a little story about something that occurred. We had somebody that had not yet joined us, but said she really needed to have an accountability partner. That was something she needed in her work. And again, priding ourselves at BCC as having so many things to support social entrepreneurs in the work that they're doing, we thought, we can do that. Immediately, we can do that. She hadn't even become a member, and we already had that in place to be able to help not only her, but if she needed that, how many other people that we were working with that were members of our community could use that? And so those are the types of things that we do. We put things in place that support each and every member, each and every day, in all the work that they're doing. And so some of the other things that we do offer are social media training. Erin runs a beautiful class every couple of weeks to support our members in an ongoing fashion in their social media efforts, teaching them, training them, supporting them. And we record everything that we do so that our members can go back and not miss a trick. If they become a member today, they can go back and still catch up on everything that we've done since day one when we opened. Another opportunity for our members is, and I'm telling you, the really big things that we hear people need so badly in their work is sales and marketing. That just happens to be my superpower. And I love sales and marketing. I think it's just amazing to be able to sell and market yourself. And so I teach classes on sales and marketing to our members every couple of weeks, to be able to help them to continue to grow their business, make money, look at their value, be profitable, and really step into exactly who and what they want to be and how they want to be seen in the world at large. And so, between these types of things, as well as many of our workshops we train our members on so that they have ready-made material to step out into the world. Like Erin said, that was something that was lacking. In many people's views, they did not have ready-made workshops or workshops that they could put together. So we offer those in a training opportunity for our members to purchase at very low rates to be able to make a profit on them as they step out into their world. So again, I think the main focus, among many other things that we do, the main focus is to uplift our members in every way, shape, and form, from where they are today, which could be here to here, or if they're here to here. Some are just beginning their businesses. Others are very well established, but need some extra opportunity, push, learning, development, whatever it might be. And that's what we're here for.
So do you see it kind of as an incubator, Erin, in a way, to sort of help people get what they need? Like you said, they were coming to you, they were envious of you guys. But to me, it sounds kind of like an incubator. Like if I was starting out, I'd want to be part of your group because I don't know how to market. I know what I love to do and I'm passionate about it. But how do I do all these other things to get my business going? And that seems like what you guys do in a very loving, kind, conscious manner.
Thank you. I do see it somewhat as an incubator, but we really have members at all different levels. We have some who are students who are still in whatever learning program they're in, but they found out about us and they didn't want to wait until they graduated
Wow.
because they wanted to be a part of what we're doing, and they wanted the support like prior to launching. So they wanted us to help them kind of put things into place and know what to put into place so that they could launch in the most powerful way.
Yeah.
Then we have people who have just recently launched their businesses who are looking for some support, and maybe they're not checking off all the little boxes on the launching list, so to speak.
Yeah.
And then we have other ones who've been doing this for a couple of years, and they're looking to take it to the next level in their business, reach more people. So we really have people at all different stages of their businesses. But one of the other things that I wanted to highlight, which I was thinking about as Sue was talking about our community and everything, I think probably one of the most universally appreciated things that we offer to our members that I have personally heard is this sense of community. So many people felt so isolated doing their work, and that because this era of life, this modern era, is very technology oriented. A lot of us work from home. A lot of us work remotely. So I know, like, Sue and I barely ever, when we coach parents, we barely ever coach them in the same room because we're doing it either over the phone or Skype or Google Hangout or whatever platform we're using. And so it can feel really isolating. So bringing this community together gives them the feeling that they have coworkers. They can walk down the virtual hallway and pop into someone's office and have a conversation or a brainstorming session or what have you. Mm-hmm. And the really synchronistic thing that I heard about a couple of weeks ago when I was on vacation, I was in the Dominican Republic, and we were in the rooms channel surfing. So because I don't speak fluent Spanish, I was just surfing looking for something English on the television.
Right.
And I happened to stumble upon Mark Zuckerberg giving a speech. I don't even know where he was, about Facebook. And he was talking about how his new focus for the company is to help support building communities. And I wanted to text Sue right then and there on the spot and say, oh my gosh, Mark and us, we're the same. We have the same goals.
Aligned.
It was so fabulous. So we're so grateful for a platform like Facebook, because it has helped us to really, it's shrunken the world, and it's helped us to connect and build our community to help these people.
Yeah, I think it's just absolutely fabulous that there is a community like yours where, I mean, we all feel alone at some point. I know we all do, no matter if we're starting our own businesses with our kids or, because we've gone through divorce or anything. And just having a community that you can work within when you want to, which is a beautiful thing. Like some days I don't want to see people. I might want to just hang out in my own little virtual spot and work and be fine. But then if I want you, all I have to do is connect with you, which is so nice. I mean, I used to do radio just by voice. And now look, I mean, I do radio through a platform because I believe in seeing each other's face and connecting humanly with people. So I love the way technology has taken us to that place for business. And it's really lovely what you guys have just grown and seasoned with what you both know too, which is another lovely thing. It doesn't happen all the time, but it's happening with you, where people are willing to share the good, the bad, and the ugly. Some people feel like, oh, this is mine. I can't share it because the world is not abundant enough, which we know it is. So for you guys to share your knowledge with others and to help people get to a level of understanding and good in their own right is really a wonderful thing. I just commend you both for that. I mean, I just
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Kathy. Collaboration is is the key to success, honestly.
Yes.
Collaboration, community, they're the keys to success, because if we're competing, if we had a community of competition, first of all, there's enough business in the world for everyone in every realm. Just do your own thing and be different, but you don't have to feel that level of competition, always looking to put the next person down. Collaboration to me is the only way. We collaborate every day. I mean, Erin and I even collaborate on our businesses that are, our private practices separate. They're each separate, but we help each other because that's what we're all about. We're about collaboration. And so, we wish the same for our members, to help each other even collaborate on various projects and things they might be doing. That's the whole beauty of community.
Well, and Erin, you guys are a good example of what it means to have a partner too, a partnership, because partnerships are not easy. I've seen many partnerships in the past just fizzle down to nothing, and friends aren't friends anymore, and husband and wives don't get along. But you guys have managed to make that work for you and show other people how that's done, if in fact they want a partner, which is a really wonderful thing. So everything you're doing is giving back to the whole of what we want to see in the world as good. So thank you for that. I mean, it's amazing. And so how do you both see or envision BCC in the future? Like, what do you see happening moving forward?
Oh, that's a fabulous question, Kathy. We appreciate you asking that, because we are dream catchers.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, we're dream catchers. And so the beauty of this business marriage, as we like to call it, is that we both have amazing heads on our shoulders. And we both really think about concepts and ideas constantly, and how to bring them to fruition, and support one another in some of the crazy thoughts that we have to move forward. And so BCC, we couldn't be more passionate about BCC and the work that we do as well privately. And so I think that that one of the things that we are looking to do is we will shortly, very shortly, have an online school where we can educate people through recorded online programs that people can do at their whim, so to speak. And so this online academy will be available as well for our members to upload their online programs to. So, we will begin as the test market, and it's in developmental stages right now, and it's almost complete from what I understand. And so it'll be another platform that we can test out with our materials before we open it up and allow, this beautiful arena for our members to also share and grow as they continue their work in the world. So that's one thing. Erin, I knew we have a million other things. Do you want to share?
Well, I think that's probably one of the most exciting new things that we have on the horizon. We cannot wait to announce this, to officially announce it to the world. That's really going to be fun. We really envisioned that to be kind of like a one-stop shop, like an Amazon for parents, so to speak, where parents could come in, and find a host of different topics that they can learn about. So if they're struggling with their child on whatever, homework, bedtime, special needs, whatever, then they can come in and find a course that will address that need. So
great.
And
I love that.
Thank you. And part of that community mindset is that Sue and I know that we don't have expertise in every possible topic that a parent could possibly want to know about.
Really?
Are you sure? Right? But collectively, we can address many, many of those needs. So what she or I might not know about, one of our other members has expertise in. So pooling all of our resources together is just going to be that much more powerful to help parents, which is really what we're trying to do anyway. So I think we're probably like ready to do cartwheels over that one.
I think so. I love that because like we were talking about, people are very much into technology and they're at their desk, they're here or they're there. And just to be able to access something that's been on their mind about their child or, whatever, and be able to just go in and listen and we're not all pros at everything. And I always believe that you take what you need and you leave the rest, right? So just having those videos for parents to go to, they might not agree with everything that's said, but they're gonna get something out of it, and they're going to take it and use it. So that's really kind of where technology is going these days. It's really online and being able to access at your will. If it's 3:00 in the morning and you're worried about your kid that's not home yet,
Right.
which, so many things like that happen, and that access is just brilliant. It's brilliant, you guys. It's great. That's awesome.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
I know that you all both have things going on within Facebook and how to get a hold of you. So I would also like to post that information on my page as well. So tell us how we can find you within the internet or emailing, if the email is more appropriate. Just tell us how we can find you, because now I'm so interested. I can't stand it. And maybe I'm finishing my psychology degree and I want to be a part of your group. There's just so many ways and so many things that could happen here. I just have to tell you, when I was in school, I might have gone into psychology. When I was in school, I took a psychology in college. I took a psychology class. And what happened to me was really crazy. I started to look at all my friends and start, oh my gosh, that's this. So I quit psychology because my friends couldn't stand me. They just couldn't stand me. So people that have that degree and are certified and know what to expect and how to connect with others is really a fantastic thing. And I'm so happy that both of you have taken that and created a beautiful community. Really, I'm just so happy about
Thank
that.
you.
Because I couldn't have done it. I would have analyzed everyone.
But Kathy, look what you're doing. If I may point out that you have a calling here and, a beautiful host using this fabulous platform to really share people's messages, not only in a beautiful way, but with such passion. So, I just want to point out how wonderful it is, the passion that you bring to what we're doing and sharing that with the world. So we appreciate you, and all that you do.
Thank you.
And secondly, it's our great pleasure to tell you where you can, anybody listening, any of your viewers, to tell them where they can find us. So our joint company is buildingconnectedcommunities.com. Our Facebook page is Building Connected Communities.
Yeah.
We can be messaged on Building Connected Communities Facebook, or emails can be sent to info@buildingconnectedcommunities.com. And we are info at buildingconnectedcommunities.com. Erin and I, that's our middle name, info. But the other thing is that Erin and I both have a private practice too. And if you don't mind me sharing, Erin can be found at Erin Taylor. Right, Erin? Erin Taylor, official.
Erin-Taylor. Oh, you mean the Facebook?
Well, Erin Taylor on Facebook is Erin Taylor Official, and then Erin's website is Erin-Taylor, www.erin-taylor.com. I can be found at Sue DeCaro Official on Facebook, and my business name is DeCaro Parent Coaching, so www.decaroparentcoaching.com. And we are happy to speak with anyone about anything at any time, for the most part, to help people move forward in any way that suits them. Obviously, we're in the parenting arena. We can't speak on topics that we're not professionally trained on. But we would love to support social entrepreneurs that are interested in doing this work and share, what we do with them so that they can make an educated decision about whether BCC, which is what we call ourselves, is right for them. As well as, separately, we'd love to support parents as well through our private coaching practices to help them move forward in a beautiful way, tapping into the wisdom that they have within. So
you guys are making it so easy because, like you said, it used to be, okay, what time can I meet and where's your office? And that doesn't have to happen anymore. You can connect with anyone across the world. So
yes.
I want that to be known to all of my listeners, is that you can connect with Sue and Erin. They have got it set up so that you can just go onto your computer, you can have a meeting with them. And just like this, I mean, we can see each other's face and we can see each other's eyes. And it's just really a wonderful thing, technology in that respect. So thank you. You guys are amazing. And I so love having the little Facebook page that you created, Sue. Because I told my daughter this morning, get some really great information, especially about kids that are so into technology, they can't let it go. And just, you've got a great following there. And people are so willing to share. Because I've been checking it. Yes.
I think when we give parents an avenue to open up, wherever it might be, right, they are appreciative. And that's the key all over the world, is we have to give parents an opportunity to open up and share so they can move forward, because we're all on this great big ship together. And we all want our children to grow and thrive in a successful format.
And Erin, before we go, I want to also say, how do we watch, your podcast?
It is available on iTunes. If you go to iTunes and just search Maximizing Life in the Middle, ours is the only one that will come up.
And you've written the book too about connection and kindness. Wow. Those are such great words, and changing the world through parenting. I mean, wow, that can be found on Amazon or at any local bookstore, right? Okay.
Yeah, so, any of the major retailers.
Thank you both so much for coming on and sharing your story. And I, for one, wish that this was happening when I had kids that were little.
I hear you.
It wasn't the same, there wasn't the same issues as there is today, but there were still issues that we always had a hard time trying to figure out. And, for supporting professionals in this business to be better at what they're doing, and to have, for them to have a community, that's a wonderful, wonderful thing, because that just trickles down to all of us, really. So thank you both. Oh,
thank you.
So much.
Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate it. Thank you for having us.
Erin and Sue, and I know we'll be in touch all the time. I would love to see you guys maybe, coming on and just maybe giving a 15-minute thing about something that's hit home with parents and kids. We'll definitely talk about that. I'm trying to build that sort of community on this show with experts like yourself. So we will definitely touch. And thank you all for listening to What's Your Story. I appreciate you listening and all your comments and all your emails that you send me. And I'm opening it up to Fridays now, so there'll be another show on Fridays. And I've made it easy on everyone to go into a calendar and just click, and they can just schedule an interview, and we can make it all easy all the way around. So again, thank you both. And thank you for listening to What's Your Story. And next week, there'll be a new guest. And think about it. What's your story? Goodbye, everyone.